Listen, if you want to be successful in trading, especially prop firm trading, there's something that you need to know. And it's not that you need the best strategy, it's that most traders fail because they don't have these 4 numbers concrete in their mind before they ever take a trade. And I personally believe that if you start trading without knowing these 4 numbers, then you are basically gambling and you're going to blow accounts and waste tons of money. Here's the thing, I have blown hundreds of accounts because I did not take these 4 numbers seriously. So let's talk about it. Number 1 is a daily max loss limit. Now this seems like a no-brainer, but unfortunately, most traders don't have this defined. It's not a concrete number. And the second we get ourselves into trouble or we get into the heat of the moment, this number all of a sudden doesn't matter anymore. And this is how you blow accounts. You have to have a very defined number that you will not 100% lose more than this number in a given day. If you want to be successful, trading is all about playing defense. And this is part of the defense, is I cannot lose more than this in a day. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble and this account is going to be blown. So I recommend at least, say this out loud to yourself before you start. Write it on a sticky note, put it on your screen. I think you take one step further than that as you first get started, and that is to use some kind of risk tools that are built in, hopefully to your trading platform. I've mentioned it before, but I use Topstep X because of these features. They have risk parameters that you can set where I could say when I hit my daily max limit and I define what that is, it locks me out of the account. I cannot physically take another trade even if I want to. And I know that feels like you're handcuffed, but trust me, this is a really, really good way to blow accounts, is to not have this set, and a really good way to pass accounts and get the payouts by locking yourself out. In trading, you are going to have red days. There's no way around it. You will have red days. Now, if you can honor this and have a max loss limit set, then you have a shot at least passing your account and getting the payouts. Without it, I guarantee you, you will blow your account on day 1 or day 2 because you had nothing there to stop you. This is a number that should be non-negotiable. This is not something that changes depending on if you are up or you are down for the day. You need to have it set in stone so that when you hit it, you are done. You should probably think about what that number is for you as well. So let's say you set it as $1,000. That might not be smart for you if your account is, say, a $50K account that has a $2,000 max loss limit, not just daily, but a max. That means if you had 2 really bad days in a row, that account is gone. So you may want to stretch it out further than that. So maybe you choose $500 or $200, whatever it is. Just know that that's also going to affect how much risk you take per trade, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. Number 2 is the distance to your trailing drawdown. Now this only applies to you if you are trading prop firms. It is very different for you if you are trading a firm that uses intraday trailing drawdown versus end of day trailing drawdown. And again, I've talked about this in other videos as well. This is why I like Topstep over a lot of the other platforms, but I would 100% choose a platform that uses end of day trailing drawdown over intraday, because it's just way too much to keep track of, especially if you're brand new at trading. But I don't even like it after years of trading. I would much rather not have to worry about it in the middle of a trade where my trailing drawdown is, and just have to worry about it at the start of every trading day. So for example, if you are only $600 away from your trailing drawdown, it would not be smart to be risking $500 on a trade, because that would be just way too risky. You're gambling at that point, right? So you need to know not only what is your daily max loss limit, but where is your trailing drawdown, so that you can adjust what you're trading to give yourself some more breathing room so that your account can live longer. Again, we're playing defense, not offense. Number 3 is risk per trade. This is a fixed dollar amount. To me, I like to stretch this out. I understand it's not as fun, it's not as sexy, but if you will limit how much you're risking every day, then you are going to have to limit how much that is per trade. It can't just be your daily max loss limit, because if your daily max loss limit is $1,000, but every trade you're risking 500, well, then you only get 2 trades per day. And so you're probably gonna have to go smaller than you are wanting to when you first get started. But this can adjust later down the road after you pass your test, after you get into a funded account and you've made some profit and you are no longer inside of that trailing drawdown window, and you've given yourself a buffer. If you want to lose more per trade and even more per day, that's great. That's the time to do that. But when you are brand new in a brand new account and you are just trying to pass a test or get to your first payout, you've got to start small. This way, say your max loss is $500 for the day, then you have $100 max loss per trade. That gives you 5 chances at good setups to make some profit in a day. That leaves some wiggle room so that if you say lose 2 out of the 3, well, hopefully out of those 3, you made more than you lost and you still end up positive on the day. Number 4 is the current ATR, and that stands for average true range. So this is how much the market is currently moving. So you may have an ATR of 30, for example, and so you need to know that so that you're not going into trades and setting your take profit at 40 points and the market average is only 30. You're gambling at that point. You are just hoping and throwing out there for a Hail Mary that is most likely not going to happen. So this can help you to set healthy stops and healthy take profits. The ATR is going to help keep you realistic. It's so easy when you sit down to trade to see all these people on YouTube and on X and on Instagram posting videos of them in 30 seconds making $6,000. And trust me, it is possible, although most of those people are way over risking and way over trading, if you ask me. And I've been there and I've done that. So this is going to keep you grounded and realistic so that you know, hey, I cannot be trying to gain 40 points when I'm trading in the middle of the night and the ATR is 10. It's not going to happen. You have to trade what the market is offering, not what you want out of the market. So here's what it all boils down to. Your strategy, it definitely matters. And I think you have to be in the game long enough to figure out a strategy that is going to make sense to you, that you can see multiple times a day, hopefully, so that you can take a couple of trades and have a couple of shots at some profit. But strategy alone is not going to help you. You have to have good risk set up, and it's going to come from these 4 things that we talked about today being set in stone and something that you look at, you adjust, you are very aware of, and hopefully you even have some kind of automatic risk parameters to keep you staying true to these numbers every single day. I promise if you keep these 4 numbers in mind, you will trade differently, you will play defense instead of offense, and you will win more trades. You will pass accounts and you will get to payouts.